Hello, thank you for tuning in. My name is Larry Duncan Allen. This is No More Watching. Bye. Next time. I appreciate you tuning in. Please like and share if you can and hit my cash up if you can. I'd appreciate it. But look, my subject tonight is about FBAs. You know who FBAs is, don't you? It's the foundational black Americans who was here at the foundation of this nation. Not Africans and Jamaicans and Haitians, because it was black Americans who were slaves here in the United States who helped build this nation. Jamaicans and Haitians and all them didn't help build this nation. So they don't count with us. But look, it's about how many of them have stood up to many of the agents that Trump has out. They didn't go out in a protest to confront them or anything like that, but they stood up to them many times when confronted. Now, I don't mean stamping away where you get yourself unalived or something, but some of them stood up in a very strong way because the protest is not getting it. It's not getting it. That don't work anymore. And maybe some people, but it don't for us because sorry, the protest, we've been there and done that. Yeah, we've been there, we've done that. For those who want to continue to do it that way, fine. But this is the 21st century. Those are 20th century tactics. This is not the civil rights era anymore. See, and we stand up for ourselves, not for someone else. Because the other people never stood up for us. I'm going to tell you how they never stood up for us. See, they say, look, one Hispanic guy said, oh, look back at the pictures, you'll see all type of people that know you weren't. And when I look at Black Lives Matter, white people just about took that over. There wasn't any, I didn't see any Hispanics. There were so few I didn't see. But see the thing about it, even with white people, these people came in when it came to stuff like police brutality and those type of things. When it came to our right to vote, our, our civil rights, that's what the Bill of Rights had to be signed on, the Civil Rights Bill. They weren't there for us. That was all us. When it came to our things that depended on our very survival, we did that ourselves. If you said these people were so much in our corner, then ask yourself this. We live under slavery for over 200 years, or 250 years. Okay. After that came, we was doing so well right after slavery, they instituted Jim Crow to hold us back, which was a semi-form of slavery. We lived under that for about 90 years until 1964. Did you see any people out there protesting Jim Crow? The water fountains and all that? What was there? Why weren't they protesting that? They weren't. They were enjoying the benefits of it. That's why. So were Latinos. There were some places they were discriminated against, but most of them was enjoying the benefits of it. Because when Emmett Till was being killed, and supposedly whistling at or saying something to a white woman, you had Lucy and Ricky Ricardo on TV. You had white women making songs about their Latin lover. So when you was benefiting from the system, you didn't help us. No one did. I didn't see white folks protesting the water fountains and the way black people was treated during Jim Crow. You weren't protesting that. The things that our life, liberty, and happiness and our ability to achieve in this nation, you don't protest redlining. You don't protest the loan disparity among black people or the education disparities. You never protested that. You did protest education because you was out there trying to stop black people from coming to those white schools. And the only reason black people, even more people like Martin Luther King ever went after integration is because we were paying taxes for services we couldn't achieve, we couldn't use. The library, we couldn't use the library but our tax dollars go into it. We didn't have our own swimming pools, but our tax dollars go into it. If we was able to have our own, we would have left yours alone. We were satisfied being tri-sale. But you said fair but equal, but it was fair but unequal. Now, the police want to come and bother black people over immigration. The hell with them. Don't let them do that to you. Let me show you. I'm going to show you a video of this woman. She stood up. She stood up. And she stood up strong. Let me show this to you.
I wish the fuck you would. Yes, the fuck we hit something. You're all about your big pussy. Don't tell me to call the fuck.
Looks a little grainy because I had to screenshot it.
You okay? No, how can I be okay? You okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? I look like I'm okay? Don't come up in my face here because I hit hard. Fuck wrong with you? Try it. I wish you would. Try it. You try me and see what the fuck happened. Nigga, we angry. All of us angry out here. So don't think it's y'all alone. Who you telling get out of here? Why you telling me get out of here? You asked me a question and I'm answering you. Get out of here. Yeah. Fuck wrong with you? Oh, stupid ass bitch. That's why you gotta hide your face. You wanna go to jail? You told me my mother, I can tell you anything. You wanna go to jail? Fuck wrong with you? You wanna hit me? Hit me, bitch. You ain't got me. Nobody's scared of you. You're a pussy ass. Come. I got rings on, bitch. So yeah, you gonna fight, you pussy bitch. You're a pussy bitch. That's why your kids that don't like you and your wife is fucking on you. That's why you gotta hide your face. My face ain't hidden, bitch. I'm American, you stupid bitch. Fuck wrong with y'all. You just take me too high. I'm showing this who their friends. You know what to do? Tell them, no. You want me? Fuck wrong with y'all. Fuck all of you. Put that on the news. Let Trump see it.
Man, she really went in on them, didn't she? People get tired. They get tired. Black people are tired. We're tired of you bringing that to us. We're tired of it. I'm keep looking up because I'm looking at my cell phone. I have to watch my YouTube monitor. It's a big screen. But yeah, people are tired. I know you say, many may say, oh man, she really took it, or they could have done this and done that to her. Some people just get tired so they don't even care anymore. Maybe you think she took it to the extreme. She could have. Like I say, people get tired. They get tired of being mistreated. They're get tired of talking to them because they know the people just bothering them. People get tired. Let me show you one more. I'll show you another. Watch this.
I got a freedom of speech regardless of what Donald Trump thinks. I can say the fuck I want to say.
What do you want to say, Donald Trump?
Fuck Donald Trump. Die from natural causes. Sam Bundy an idiot. Christy Nome ugly. Fuck Donald Trump. Get the fuck out of our city. Basically, like, quit racial profiling people, and I just hate all this shit. I hate them.
Why is it pissing you off so much?
Because they racist. I know deep down it's all like some racist shit. You see this shit all over the news and all over the TV, seeing this dumbass shit they saying every day and all this dumbass shit they doing and shit. Once I rolled past here and saw people protest and shit, I don't know. I just want to be heard. They just some fucking idiots, man. I don't know. There ain't really no other way to put it. They racist. And they don't like me and I don't like them. And, like, they got a problem with a motherfucker like me, but they love Charlie Kirk. Like, what the fuck? Charlie Kirk's a piece of shit. I don't get no fuck. I got a job, too. I don't get no fuck. Dox me. You better not pull up where I be at. Charlie Kirk running around saying stupid ass, racist ass shit, all type of dumb ass shit. They call him a patriot and he was a piece of shit. He was a racist. He said if he see a black pilot, he wonder is he qualified. He a piece of shit, bro. Like, he the one said that a couple gun deaths is okay for the Second Amendment. He said that shit. Then when he get shot, we all supposed to cry. He was talking shit the minute the bullet hit his neck. He's still talking shit. His stupid ass wife still out here being racist and trying to throw Super Bowl shows. They dumb as hell. And Bad Bunny, Puerto Rican, they don't even know he American. They just racist. Like, they just see, oh, he's brown. He just racist, bro. So fuck all of them.
You see there? Many people just tired. They're tired. That's why many times you see when a policeman is coming to someone and, oh, why come they just didn't comply? People get tired sometimes of being messed over. They get tired of it. You can't just keep on hurting people and pushing them around and think they're just gonna keep taking it. And one day it may have to come to a physical thing. I saw a video of a policeman punching on a black woman. People standing around. I think I may have been taking. I couldn't have stood and watched that. I think I messed that policeman up. He messed me up or something. I couldn't have stood and watched that because I've done it before out in L.A. I dealt with a cop before out there messing with a woman, black woman. That's one of the reasons I'm not out there. I got away with it, but they didn't like it and they wouldn't leave me alone. And I knew I was going to get away from it. I'll take one of them out. So I ain't just got, this ain't no new thing to me. I'm not new to this. But see, nowadays be scared. See, the people in this nation so docile. They get you kind of cowered under. Uh, you think, you know why? People think, well, the government not going to let them get away with it. But they've been letting them get away with it. You see, the police was made during Jim Crow to keep black people in line during Jim Crow. They say to hunt slaves, but that's not true. The police, they used to have sheriffs and constables and marshals. They made the police after Jim Crow to keep, during Jim Crow, to keep black people in line. That's what they were made for, and that's what they think they're supposed to do now. But it's getting to the place where a lot of people just not taking anything anymore. People get tired. Like that man and that woman. I know you may say she went overboard. People get tired though. That may not been the first time they bothered her. And she may have heard what seemed like I don't like speculating, but it seemed like she's been through that before. Policemen bothering her. The average black person have. They send you to jail for stuff you didn't do, just to get that arrest created for the arrest. And then that arrest go down as a crime. Even people of color are included in some people of color are included in our crime stats. Of course, cities seem like they have more crime in it. When you get all the people congested in one place, you may have more people congested in that metropolitan area than all the rest of the state put together. So if you got people in a broad area committing crimes, you may not hear about it because it's in a broad area and it's not around the news network areas coverage. But you get people congested in a smaller area, you're gonna hear about but everything they do, and it seems like it's so bad in those cities. There's no worse than the outlying states. Outlying parts of the states, only you got people just so congested together. I gave this example before. Let's say in the state of Illinois, the 25 murders committed over the weekend in all the rest of the state. You may not even hear about it because it's so widespread. But let's say there's 5 murders in Chicago. That's what you're going to hear about. Oh, it's so terrible up there. But there's even more in the outlying areas. In the news network or in the metropolitan area, you hear more news in the cities than you do in the rural areas. So you see, they played on you. They played on everybody, making you think like everybody in the outlying areas are so bad. When their people are keeping up more mess than anybody. They find out white males commit 78% of the crime. But they wouldn't tell that before. So a lot of people get mad and they tell the truth now. People who worked at the statistics offices and all, they tell the truth now. Most of the people, 75% of the people on food stamps are white. Some are middle class. They found one white, they committing fraud with food stamps. One white man had 53 food stamp cards. 53. Now you know what they would be saying if there was a white black man? This man had 53 food stamp cards in his name. But most people can't get one in their name. You see, when white people have to do things on an equal basis, they feel like they're being robbed. They think they're supposed to always have an advantage because they know they can't compete on an even playing field. They're thinking an even playing field is discriminating against them. They're thinking even playing field is something is against them. Like you're doing something against them when they have to compete equally. They're used to an advantage. They fumble everything they touch, including this nation. $37 trillion in debt, a huge deficit. Black people didn't do that. You've been the one managing and administrating in this nation. That wasn't because of DEI. That was because of white people, mostly white males. You didn't know what you were doing. You just didn't know what you was doing. So, you know, many people beginning to stand up, and I can't blame them for standing up. People get tired. They get tired of being mistreated. Sometimes you say they take it to the extreme. You may think the woman took it to the extreme, but she didn't. It may seem extreme to you, me, or someone else. You don't know what that woman has been through with the cops and what they saying to her. She's a citizen, and they're trying to treat her like she's some immigrant, somebody they're gonna mess over. And sometimes that adrenaline gets to pumping. People just not afraid anymore. They get tired and just not afraid anymore. Yeah, people can't just keep you kids. I mean, it's gonna get to the place where people are gonna start getting physical about this. You just can't keep on just running up on people, kidnapping them like this. Especially with these white people. They're doing it to white people now. They beating them in the streets, dragging white women out in the streets. Shot a white priest in the head with a pepper bullet while he was standing out there praying. And you got these MAGA folks, oh, good job, police. Don't worry, it's coming your way. You think as you MAGA, you're exempt? You wait till these cuts come in. You think MAGA, you think just the, when you look at Project 2025, there's nothing in it that they haven't done to us already. So you are new to this. We know the playbook. Project 2025 is going to hurt white people more than it does black people. And Hispanic. It's going to hurt everybody else, even people of color, more than it does black people. So you all are really wasting your time coming at us. Let's play these one more time. I want to play this black woman again. And what she told those officers. See, people get tired. It looks a little grainy because I had to screenshot it. I couldn't download it.
I wish the fuck you would. Yes, the fuck we hit something. You're all about your big pussy. Don't tell me to call up the fuck down. Who the fuck is you? We don't like none of you.
You okay?
No, how can I be okay? You okay? Are you okay?
Are you okay?
I look like I'm okay? Don't come up in my face here because I hit hard. Fuck wrong with you?
Try it.
I wish you would.
Try it.
You try me and see what the fuck happened. Nigga, we angry. All of us angry out here. So don't think it's y'all alone. Who you telling get out of here? Why you telling me get out of here? You asked me a question and I'm answering you.
Get out of here. Yeah.
Fuck wrong with you? Oh, stupid ass bitch. That's why you gotta hide your face.
You wanna go to jail?
You call me my mother, I can tell you anything.
You wanna go to
Fuck
jail?
wrong with you? You wanna hit me? Hit me, bitch. You ain't got me. Nobody's scared of you. You're a pussy ass. Come. I got rings on, bitch. So, yeah, you gonna fight, you pussy bitch. You're a pussy bitch. That's why you kids that don't like you, and your wife is fucking on you. That's why you gotta hide your face. My face ain't hidden, bitch. I'm American, you stupid bitch. Fuck wrong with y'all. You can take me too high. I'm showing this all their friends. You know what to do? Tell them, no. You want me? Fuck wrong with y'all. Fuck all of you. Put that on the news. Let Trump see it.
I got a freedom of speech regardless of what Donald Trump thinks. I can say the fuck I want to say.
What do you want to say to Donald Trump?
Fuck Donald Trump. Die from natural causes. Pam Bundy an idiot. Christy Nome ugly. Fuck Donald Trump. Get the fuck out of our city. Basically, like, you know, quit racial profiling people, and I just hate all this shit. I hate them.
Why is it pissing you off so much?
Because they racist. I know deep down it's all like some racist shit. You see the shit all over the news and all over the TV saying this dumbass shit they saying that day and all this dumbass shit they doing and shit. Once I rolled past here and saw people protest and shit, I don't know. I just want to be heard. They just some fucking idiots, man. I don't know. There ain't really no other way to put it. They racist. And they don't like me and I don't like them. And, you know, like, they got a problem with a motherfucker like me, but they love Charlie Kirk. Like, what the fuck? Charlie Kirk's a piece of shit. I don't get no fuck. I got a job, too. I don't get no fuck. Dox me. You better not pull up where I be at. Charlie Kirk running around saying stupid ass, racist ass shit, all type of dumb ass shit. They call him a patriot and he was a piece of shit. He was a racist. He said if he see a black pilot, he wonder is he qualified. He a piece of shit, bro. Like, he the one said that a couple gun deaths is okay for the Second Amendment. He said that shit. Then when he get shot, we all supposed to cry. He was talking shit the minute the bullet hit his neck. He's still talking shit. His stupid ass wife still out here being racist and trying to throw Super Bowl shows. They dumb as hell, and Bad Bunny Puerto Rican. They don't even know he American. They just racist. Like, he's brown. He just racist, bro. So fuck all of them.
You see, it look a little grainy because I had the screenshot. I tried to download it, but I couldn't. But look, see, these people are tired. And he's right about Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk said that some lives have to be sacrificed for the sake of the Second Amendment. But he wasn't planning on being one of those sacrifices. The hell with him. See, if you look on social media, you see how some white people are all up in our spaces. We're not up in theirs. You know what? Most black people didn't even know who Charlie Kirk was. I didn't. He was well known among them. He was, and looking at what I do, like I should have known, but I'm not all up in those conservative spaces. Most black people didn't even know who he was. My eyes keep going because I have to look at my monitor up there, my YouTube monitor. But look, I had to look his name up to find out who he was. I didn't know. Because black people, we don't be all up in white folks' spaces like that, like they do ours. And most of the white people talking all that crap on social media and all, they don't even live around black people. They don't even be around black people. The white people who say, I wouldn't go in a black neighborhood, that's because they don't have to. Because the ones who have to do, we don't want you there anyway. See, the problem has never been white people being harmed in black areas. History has been black people being harmed in white areas. Not only do you have to worry about when a black person is going to go in a white area, not only do you have to worry about the people, but the police also. The police don't harass white people for being in a black area. I know there were women who said, I told you this before about their car stopped. I saw this more than one time. I heard women say this more than one time. When their car stopped, they in the black area, how nice the people were and how they really helped them out. Like this is a big surprise. Black people always do that. And I told one woman, I said, look, if that was my car stopped in your neighborhood, the police would get called on me, and you'd probably be the one who called them. Oh, I wouldn't do that. I said, yes, you would. I told you how I was riding the scooter I had. You know, sometimes they're known for the belt breaking after a while. So I would keep the spares and tools in the trunk of the scooter with me. My belt broke, and I had a female friend of mine on the back. And this white guy in front of his house, came out talking to me and everything. She said, he was really nice. I said, he going there to call the police. Oh, you always think people are always doing something. Think they're up to something. So you was waiting to see. About 5 minutes later, your policeman pulled up. This was in Fairview Heights. Illinois. I said, I told you. The police came, he looked, I guess he read my plate, and he saw what I was doing, so he just went on. But I knew he was going there to call the police no matter how nice he came out there and talked to me. I knew what he was doing. I know, at least I knew what he was going to do. Sorry about keep looking up. My eyes, I had to put my monitor back down where it used to be. My YouTube monitor is up there on top of the fireplace. It's keeping me looking up. And I should be looking straight into the camera. But look, like I was saying, you know, we have to do for ourselves. These other people, now you take like this old guy they talking about performing at the Super Bowl, Barney something. They don't even realize that he's an American citizen. He's Puerto Rican. Puerto Ricans are American citizens. Puerto Rico is a commonwealth of the United States. They have a governor. They have a governor. They vote in the presidential election. And they're too stupid to realize he's a citizen. All they know is he's Latino. That's all that matters to them. He's Hispanic. That's all that matters to them. But you know what? They're not against them when it came to them against us. And like I told you before, George Zimmerman, who killed Trayvon Martin, he was a Hispanic. But when it came to choosing between a Hispanic and a black who killed a young black boy, he stalked the young black boy and killed him. Started a fight with him. When he started losing the fight, he shoots him. Talking about he's starting his ground with the fight he started. The boy didn't start the fight, he started it. And you know what happened? They let him go, and they treated him like an honorary white. See, as long as Latinos was helping them against us, they were treated like honorary whites. Back in the 50s, 60s, during Jim Crow and when Latinos used to vote Republican and wouldn't vote for black candidates, oh, they were the darlings of the white folks then. They were honorary whites. The only time Latinos they came angry with Latinos is when they helped to vote for Obama, helped get Obama in. Because they voted Democratic and they voted for a black candidate. I was surprised because they usually don't do that. And after that, they start talking about the browning of the United States. They were angry with the Latinos for helping getting Obama in. And then the Latinos started turning on us after that. Started back voting Republican. Do you know that have you seen the Latino podcasters back last year? The trash they would talk about black people. They even talking it now. Talking about we're not helping them. We ain't got to help you if you don't want to. You don't tell us who to help. Like I said, during Jim Crow and all that civil rights, where were you at? Oh, it's popular to get out there and holler Black Lives Matter when you just fighting against police brutality. It was just like a hobby for the rest of you. And you notice when black people wasn't protesting, what they thought was Black Lives Matter was really white people that was protesting. And they got more violent with them. Because we knew how to protest without violence. At least I don't. I probably with them with the violence. I don't believe in no peaceful protest. But the thing about it, you weren't with us, and you don't tell us when to do and what to do and when to do it. We didn't tell you when. Even the people who came and helped us during the protests against police brutality and all, and police unaliving black people, when we didn't ask for the help. We appreciate the help. You came and helped. But when did black people come begging for help? We never did. We never came begging for help. So why you coming begging us for help? We don't have to help you if we don't want to. You would see a lot of those policemen who killed I mean, I'm sorry, who unalive black people, they had Hispanic surnames. The one that helped the policeman who was on George Floyd's neck, he was Asian. And he was Asian. So you people haven't been an ally for us. And I'm gonna tell you, I noticed one thing. I saw a thing with the Illinois State Police. They usually carry themselves in a professional way. But I saw them acting like ICE agents with some people out there. A lot of these local policemen are now beginning to act like the ICE agents. I've always been a supporter of the Illinois State Police. They've always been more professional. But this time on this video, they were acting like the ICE agents. Out there fighting with people. I've never seen them do that before. But like I said, I never seen it. Maybe someone else have, but I haven't seen it before. That's all I can go by. But what I say is that these policemen, when they think everybody's gonna cower down to them, and it may come to some physical altercations. I mean, you fight for everything else physically. You get out on the street, you fight over man, fight over woman, fight over all kind of little petty stuff. Black people, we quick to fight each other. We can't have a minor disagreement without it turning into a physical altercation. Someone get hurt or unalive. Because we don't know how to de-escalate, we only escalate with each other. One of us can't look at you the wrong way. You ready to go all in on it. Some of these people can slap your mama around. And you ready to boycott it. That wasn't right. Quit trying to get people a lesson in morality and do to them what you would do to one of yours. What if I slapped your mom? You're not gonna do that then. Oh, if a black person slapped your black man, slapped your mama, do something to your mom, your family gonna deal with him. Police ain't gotta do nothing. There don't have to be no boycott. But Asian hit a black woman in the mouth, you want to boycott. You should have dealt with him. Shouldn't have been no boycott. He put 50% off, and the black woman broke the boycott. The black men started the boycott. He put 50% off, and the black woman broke the boycott to go buy those products. So don't even waste your time trying to boycott for them no more. Let the family deal with it. Go in there and smash him in the mouth. Tell his place up like you would have done a black man. An Asian man hit a black boy with his car, 14 years old. They never even said the police stopped. His wife came out of the store and told him, "You black bees, get away from my shop." And Nick boycotted somebody want her to apologize. Don't let her apologize for nothing. Later that night, by the next morning, her shop shouldn't have been standing no more. Stop being little cowards for these people. And we'll come out strong against your own people. We strategize with them. We hurt when it comes to our own. Black person can't look at you wrong. This woman stood up. You may say she went too far, what could have happened to her, but at least she stood up. I seen them little white policemen punch a black woman out in the face and head. She parked her car in the wrong spot. And all he could have done was gave her a ticket and went on. People stood around, did nothing. I didn't see the men. It was at a school, and it was in front of her daughter. And all I saw was women, but those women should have ganged them. Y'all like to box anyway nowadays. He couldn't have taken on all of you. It's going to come to that. We can't keep taking that. The Caucasian race is a people in decline. The problem is, they know it and they're trying to grasp for breath. They're ruining this nation because most of the tech don't come from white people. Most of the work don't come from white people. They've been like being administrators and supervisors, because they're too lazy to do some work themselves, some real work. Our tech people, a lot of them, Trump, deported them. Nigerians, Indians, white people weren't doing that much in the tech industry. They weren't. So what we got to do, we got to take up for ourselves. We can't just keep letting them walk all over us. Time for that is over. Time for peace is over. It's just over. It don't work. All that peaceful stuff don't work. I'm saying the black people, we'll fight our fight. We don't fight somebody else's fight. I don't care what Latinos, immigrants, farmers, anybody say. Let them fight their own fight. I don't care about the white farmers because they mistreated the black farmers so bad. A lot of them are on stolen black land. When the government doing Jim Crow, when Jim Crow started, they took black farmers' land and gave it to white farmers. I didn't see no protest from white folks about that. Latinos, anyone else about that. Black people's inferior schools. I didn't see any protests about that. The police just stopping beating black folks, throwing them in jail. Black person couldn't testify against a white person in court. I didn't see any people protesting about that. But you want to get up here and holler Black Lives Matter, talking about we your allies. You weren't our allies when we really needed you. When our very lives was on the line as a people. You're protesting some event that happened. George Floyd, Michael Brown's over with some events that happened. But when it came to us as a people, our right to exist, you weren't there. You here participated. You enjoyed segregation. Said nothing about it. You went out there with Martin Luther King and the civil rights movement to end Jim Crow. You went out there to end it. Now you want to holler about allies? The only ally we got is ourselves. We don't have no Africans, Jamaicans, Haitians, no Europeans. And just you people talk about go back to Africa. You go back to Europe. You know what? I think we'll be much better off in Africa than you would in Europe. Africa is up and coming. Europe is on the decline. You have gotten so pitiful that even Africans running you out. They ran the French out. They're no longer letting you exploit their materials. This is how weak the Caucasian race has gotten, and you're getting weaker by the day. The United States, other people aren't even paying you any attention anymore. When nations in Africa can tell you to go to hell, you know you're on the decline. Because they used to kowtow to anything you say. So now, we're at the crossroads. And black people, we're looking out for ourselves for a change. We don't have time to be trying to talk morally to people, that ain't right now. They know it's not. They don't care. It's not they don't know right from wrong. They don't care. But you put some action on them to make them care. You got to gang up on one of them people I'm talking about in blue. We can't keep taking that stuff. You see what the man said about Trump about the natural causes. And we can't keep taking this stuff. Letting people come in, beat on them women, drag them. If they let them beat and drag white women, that's their problem. Other people got to stand up for themselves. Just like we have to stand up for ourselves. We can't they haven't had no kings thing coming up. You can go out and get involved in that stuff if you want to, but I'm not. I record it. And let me tell you how I record. Look, You don't have to put your camera all up in them policemen's face. I do this for a living. That's what I got a Zoom for. I don't have to get all up on them. I never have a problem. You got that phone you got, it got a zoom on it. You don't have to get pointed right up in the policeman's face. That's how a lot of you get arrested. Keep yourself safe. If you're gonna record, don't get all up in their face. I record somewhere if they're gonna have that no kings right. I record one once before. And that's because it's my job to do so. Part of what I do. But I could care less about it. This marching not gonna change anything. Because anytime the Democrats has to do something with their little weak back self. The Democrats has been out strategized by the Republicans for a long time. The Democrats have allowed feminism to take over the Democratic Party. All you hear about is women all the time, the Democrats. Women are not good at running things. I don't know y'all don't like it, you may get angry. But the women, when women run things, it falls apart. Like the black community. We stopped prospering. We haven't won anything. We haven't made any gains since we let feminism take over in the black community because they got to the place it was calling the police on men. Man couldn't say boo to a woman without they calling the police, having them arrested. So they sort of bowed down to the feminism. I didn't. A lot of black men have. They even took a lot of that feminist stuff now, some men. Praising these women and they clowning you every chance they get. The Democratic Party is trying to be everything for everybody. If you ask a Republican why they voted Republican, because of this or because of that. You ask a Democrat why come they voted Democrat, they got a whole laundry list of stuff. You made things too complicated. You got to mention every group. You got to mention it to the place. Not even hardly saying black anymore. You're saying people of color. We're not people of color. The homosexuals, the Latino, the immigrant. You need to quit talking about them LGBTQ and them trans, because the Republicans is cleaning your clocks with. All you have to do is say that the marginalized people, let me get my words right. The demarginalized people. You didn't have to go through a whole laundry list, but they're cleaning your clock, especially that LGBTQ stuff. Because I'll tell you why I don't like it. How you gonna include somebody's sexual preference with my race? My race wasn't because of no change or something I'm trying to be that I'm not. Man trying to be a woman trying to be a man. What's that got to do with my race? Because they will always say, well, see, they discriminate against us, the homosexuals, like, it's like they do with the black people. No, it's not. You ain't nothing like us. So cut it out. Democrats need to get back to policy issues instead of people issues. Because it's hurting you. You're getting your clock clean. You're trying to play fair against people who's not playing fair. You see people playing a cricket game, you have to invent your own too. Or you're going to be at a disadvantage. And Democrats going to have to fight back. Quit being little PUS, you know what? Grow a backbone. So that's why I have to tell you tonight. We got to be vigilant and be ready to, we got to just quit taking everything these policemen bring to us. Don't let them beat up on none of these black women. No, I'm not. All black people. That's one time we need to come out. So they've been trying to flush us out. You start beating up on our people, that just may do it. For that instance. No, we can't just let them do that. But look, I want to thank you for tuning in tonight. Hit my cash up if you want, but like and share and subscribe. on YouTube and like on Facebook. So I want to thank you for tuning in tonight. I'm not going to hold you long tonight. I just want to come in so we can let us know. We just can't keep taking everything. We just can't do that. So thank you for tuning in to No More Water Fire next time. And I'll see you next time, all right? See you.